What's up, everybody? My name is Felix, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my personal take on the complete roadmap to making 10K per month income or more as a trainer or a coach. And this video is primarily meant for trainers and coaches, but it also applies to service-based entrepreneurs. So if you're someone who wants to sell your services online, and if you need to educate your potential clients in order for them to trust you enough to buy from you, then this will work for you as well. And if you want 10K per month income or more, this will help you get there, right? And this will help you get there and stay there consistently. Now, I want to be very, very clear before we even start. I want you to decide for yourself whether what I'm about to share with you makes sense. And I'm not going to try to convince you that it's not the purpose of this video. I want you to make up your own mind, because what I'm about to share in this video worked for me. It worked for some of the people that I work with. It has been working, and it is a amalgamation, a compilation of everything that I've learned from spending more than $100,000 on leadership courses, business courses, personal development courses. There is just so many commonalities that I see among programs which are successfully marketed that it just became very, very clear for me that this is the way to go. But having said that, in terms of offering my services online to help coach people to make 10K income or more, I've only just started. So I am looking for testimonials. I'm looking for case studies to test this thing with me, which is the reason why I'm offering this for free. This is the reason why I'm putting this video out there for all of you guys to see, for the world to see, and you guys can actually test it out and tell me whether this worked for you or not. And my hope is that this not only work for me, but it will work for you as well. And my hope is once it works for you, you can drop me a message telling me that Felix, thank you. This really works for me. It's not a fluff, and it really works. So with that being said, let's begin. Now, I have three objectives in this video. My first objective is I want to show you the roadmap, which is basically that's what I promised, of course. But not only that, I want to show you when, not just what, because everywhere you go, when it comes to the business of marketing, everyone, everywhere is asking this question. How do I get more leads? How do I get more customers? How can I close better? There's all these questions that marketers everywhere are just trying to answer. The thing is, when you ask a question like that, it is a big question. And a big question requires a big answer, which is the reason why there are all these 3-day courses, 3-day programs, boot camps out there. And when you join those boot camps, you're gonna get a lot of good information for sure. I know because I've been a part of those boot camps. I co-mentor quite a number of boot camps as well. And not only that, I've talked to a lot of people who find these 3-day boot camps to be very, very valuable. So I know it's valuable. The problem is, once you go through these 3-day boot camps, you come back, your mind is fully blown. There's so much information. There are all these knowledge that you have just gained. There's so many ideas and about 1,000 action steps. And you don't know which one you should start first. You don't know which one will give you the most amount of value, because every action step, every idea seems similarly valuable. So I want to really make it easy for you to apply. That's my hope. I am hoping that you're not just clear on what to do and when to do it. My hope is you can make it easy. My hope is for you to really have an easy time applying each and every one of these as a matter of action steps. All right. So what I've done is I've not just charted the course, I've converted it into a dashboard. And the link to the dashboard, which is in the form of a Google Sheet, it's down in the description, but don't download it just yet. Don't open it just yet. I want it to be very, very clear, because if you just click on that link and you see that whole thing, listen to me. This is an amalgamation of everything that I know, about marketing. So it's comprehensive. It's a lot of stuff. So if without any context, you click on that thing, you go in there, chances are 99% of you are gonna get pretty confused. So before you click on that link, I want you to listen to the rest of this video and understand the context before I give you the instruction to download that. So once I give you the instruction to download it, I will, right here in this video, I will run through the spreadsheet together with you so that you know exactly what is going on. Now, the tenets that we use in the creation of this dashboard, and the tenet that I teach those of you at Thrive Together, my community, is three things, right? Don't sell to strangers, don't find clients, grow clients, and asset over activity. In order for you to really appreciate the work that is being put into the dashboard and also understand why is it valuable, you need to agree and understand. You need to understand and agree to what I said earlier. Don't sell to strangers, don't find clients, grow clients, and asset versus activity. These are the three core tenets that I constantly talk about in my Thrive Together community. And if you don't understand that, or if you don't agree to that, and you want the opportunity to dissect those three concepts, I'm gonna drop a link in the description to video explaining all these three things. Okay, to videos that explain these three concepts. So if you want to go ahead, if you want to, you can actually just pause this, go ahead and watch those videos now before you come back to this. Now, those of you who are already in agreement and who are already in alignment with the three tenets that I mentioned earlier, we can then move on to this video. So this video, the perspective that I want you to, the lens that I want you to use, the one you to wear as you are looking through this roadmap is this perspective, and that is to see your business as a garden. Why do we do so? Why do we say that? The reason why is very simple. The traditional marketing sense, right? And this is very tied to this concept number one. The traditional marketing method of looking for clients is all about hunting for clients. They wear this perspective that you have to risk yourself, you have to brave the dangers, brave the wiles, fight with your competition, and you gotta fight hard, and you gotta defeat your competition, you gotta dominate, right? You gotta do all of that so that you can find a herd of animals, which is your potential clients, and you're gonna now use all your tricks and traps and tactics in your disposal to sort of kill the herd before they have the opportunity to get away. That is the hunter mentality, which in the culture and the philosophy of Thrive Together doesn't really work. Why? Because hell, I wouldn't want to be a prey. Would you want to be a prey? Would you like to know that your mentor sees you as a prey for him or her to be hunted down? No, nobody likes that. And that is, in my opinion, I want to submit to you that that is perhaps the reason why selling has created such a matter of distaste in so many people's mouth, because so many people sees client acquisition as a matter of, as a form of hunting sport, as a form of fishing sport, and that is not the perspective that we use. But I would like to be seen as someone that my mentor nurture, right? I would love to be nurtured. I would love to be grown. I want to know that my mentor or my coach or my trainer sees me as someone to be nurtured, someone to be cared for. And that is the kind of mentor I would like to work with. So the idea of seeing your business as a garden is to see your business as a garden, like with all of the clients, all the potential clients as plants, and all of them deserving of your tender loving care, deserving of the nutrients that you're going to be giving them. That's how I would like you to see. And mind you, every single plant is unique. Every single plant requires slightly different approaches. Different species require different things, and every species have their own weaknesses. There are certain parasites that they are allergic to. There are certain diseases that they're more prone to. So we, as the gardener, we need to nurture, we need to trim, we need to remove the parasites of false belief, right? We need to unblock the sunlight from reaching them. We need to do all kinds of stuff so that they can nurture, so that they can grow. But once they are sufficiently grown, Once they bear fruit, once the trees bear fruit, we can then benefit from the effort that we put in earlier. So that is the perspective, the main perspective that I want you to use, the lens that I want you to wear as you're watching this video and as you're looking through the dashboard. So the first thing is hunting versus nurturing, to see your business as a garden. The second thing is growth requires nutrients. Now, I want you to think about it. All plant requires nutrients. And what are the nutrients that they need? They need sunlight, they need water, they need fertilizer. And little, truth be told, they need love and they need patience. There has been a very popular study where basically they certain scientists, they put bean sprouts side by side together and they grow them over a certain period of time. And one mung bean, they basically give them words of praise, show them love, and another one, what is it called, in another petri dish, they basically just curse that mung bean every single day. And what research has shown is that for some very weird reason, the one which is being cursed had stunted growth as opposed to the one which has love. So likewise, if that's a plant is that way, then humans, clients is that way as well. We need to show them love. It is not 100% transactional business. In fact, as the world evolves, as internet evolves, as the world is becoming smaller and we grow more connected with each other, this unseen, non-transactional energy of love is incredibly crucial for those of us who are in the coaching, training, and mentoring industry moving forward. So love is an extremely important nutrient. I know it sounds a bit corny, but it is true. And finally, patience, because sometimes you love someone and you want them to grow, but everybody, no matter how much we give them, everybody grows at their own pace in the way that they're meant to grow. Right? Everybody has their own pace. So we need a lot of patience. We need to impart and pour patience to each and every one of our plant. So we need to have all those nutrients in adequate quantities in order for the plant to grow sufficiently, to grow as fast as they can. Any single element that is missing will ensure that the growth is stunted. And that brings me to number three. See, number three, consistency requires asset. You see, every if your garden has only one plant, if your garden has only one plant, then it's a very simple thing. You don't need so much work. But one plant will yield a certain amount of fruits, right? A certain amount of reward. But if you want a lot of reward, if you want a lot of abundance, you have to grow many plants at the same time. The key thing is, once your garden grows to a certain size, you can't just rely on your effort anymore. You have to rely on systems. You have to rely on assets. So that is the reason why you need to grow your garden by building assets. In a real life garden, you need sprinkler system, those irrigation systems, right? You need a certain system to remind you to fertilize your plants properly, to water your plants on time. You need to have certain things in place, maybe pesticides, maybe a scarecrow, whatever it is. Those happens in real life. But in the business sense, in this abstract business sense of seeing your business as a garden, you need to have systems in place to ensure that all of your prospects and all of your leads and all of your audiences are properly nurtured, are properly nurtured systematically, methodically, consistently, without killing yourself in the process, without you burning yourself down to the ground by overwork. All right. So in order for you to do that, you need to create assets. You need to create systems, and that is the crux of what this dashboard is all about. This dashboard, this roadmap, is not just about knowing what kind of activity to do, but it is about knowing what assets to build. You follow me? If and what I'm saying right now, there's a lot of concepts which may be foreign to some of you. Those of you who are finding this okay, then no problem, you can proceed. But those of you who find it still a little bit foreign, then I encourage you to have a conversation with me, because this perspective of gardening is very new. I haven't seen anybody use this perspective before, so I am still trying to articulate it well. So I invite you to have conversation with me. If you want to get on a call with me for me to clarify these things with you, then by all means just hit me up, PM me, and then we can schedule something. Otherwise, it is now time for me to do a demonstration. So this is the dashboard that I'm talking about. Now, again, please don't be scared. I know it seems like a lot of stuff. Okay, it might seem like a lot of stuff, but essentially it's pretty easy to understand. Just follow my instruction and you will be able to do this just a-okay. So first up, most spreadsheets starts from top to bottom, left to right. But this spreadsheet, I want you to start at the very, very bottom right here. I want you to ignore this first. This dashboard is actually used by my clients. Those who are my coaching clients use this as a form of game. So this is actually the dashboard for the game, as a way to keep track of the results and keep track of the offers and whatnot. But for those of you who are not part of my community, for those of you who are not yet part of my community or not yet part of my coaching client group, then you can start from here. All right. So this part here, this everything in this brown thing represents the earth. Okay, and then this represents the grass, this represents the air. So I want you to see there's different stages of your garden: level 1 garden, level 2 garden, level 3 garden, level 4, and level 5 on the left column right here. And you can see these are the stages of your garden growth. There's a seed, there's a sprout, there's a seedling, there's a sapling, and young garden. And all of these things right at the center, all right, all of these things at the center are all of the different assets that you need to build. Now, I want you to notice this. It is categorized into different categories. There is the assets that you build for yourself. There are assets that you build to recruit clients. This is all the assets you need to build to recruit clients. There's assets that you build to recruit community, to get people into your community and your audience and your stranger and your fans. Now, I know what most people will be thinking. What do you mean community? Why is it so important? Now, if you don't understand the importance of community, and if you are still hung up on trying to convert complete strangers and trying to sell your offer to complete strangers, then please, you need to go and watch that video of why I say don't sell to strangers. Okay, so it is called a circle of influence. But those of you who already understand the importance of having community, especially those of you who are very seasoned, right, who understands the concepts such as lead magnet, growing your list, growing your database, those are your community, right? So as a complete beginner, as a complete and utter total beginner, all you need to be focusing on is what is at the bottom: the first checklist, and then the second checklist, and then the third checklist, and then the fourth and the fifth. So if you just hover your mouse over to here or to any one of these things, you will have a description of what this part is for and why. All right. And there are many concepts that you need to already know. If you do not know, there is a simple write up as you hover your mouse over. If you still don't know, you can actually Google this. If you don't want to Google, then you can hit me up. We can have a conversation about it. But essentially, all you need to be focusing on are the checklists, right? So the first things first, find your freedom number. Once you have done that, that's your advancement. Check that off the list, and all you need to be focusing on is the next one. Check that off the list, then the next one, the next one, the next one. The idea is you don't even think about what is at the top, right? You don't even think about what is at the top until you complete what is at the bottom, right? So that by doing it this way, in this two-dimensional format, I have made it so that you can very clearly see what is the most important thing for you to prioritize right now. So especially those of you who are more seasoned, those of you who have been joining a lot of 3-day events or whatever not, I'm willing to bet money that you most likely have already heard or already know most of the concepts that we discuss over here. So if you haven't known, again, just talk to me. But aside from that, just go through this list and you can start checking it off one at a time. And as for the description, again, just hover your mouse and you'll be able to know all this. Now, you can actually go and open your dashboard right now. You can actually go and click on the link to the dashboard, open it. But here's the thing that I want you to do. Don't just amend over here, please. I will come to your house and I will wrangle you by the throat and say, hey, why are you doing that? No, just kidding. But don't just amend things over here. In fact, I had just locked this whole sheet so that you can't do it. So what I want you to be doing is to make a copy of this for yourself. Don't download it as an Excel file, please. Do not download it as an Excel file. What I want you to be doing is go to the file, click on the file, and click on make a copy. The moment you click on this, it's gonna prompt you with this name. Name it to your dashboard. So like my name is Felix, like that. I'm gonna rename it to Felix Dashboard version 1 and click on OK. Once I do this, Chrome or whatever internet browser that you're going to be using is going to prompt you with a new one. It's going to open a new tab right here. And that points to the one that you can use. So this is the copy that you should be using. So don't use my copy, use your own copy. All right. Use your own copy. Use your own copy. All right. So with that being said, that's how you actually download it. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. That is how you actually use the spreadsheet. Now I want to go back and talk a little bit more about this. We have already done how to use. Now there are 5 ways you can work with me. All right. So as you can see, marketing actually involves a lot of things. There's so many angles, there's so many things, and there's so many concepts that you need to learn, and not just learn. After you learn, you need to implement. So here's certain ways that I can help you. Now, the way that I can help you ranges for different level of preparedness. You don't have to pay me to work with me. Seriously, you don't have to pay me to work with me, because there are 5 different ways that you can work with me. The first way that you can work with me is just join my Facebook group. My Facebook group is the repository of all of my free resources. I know I just started it as of the time of this recording. I just started the Facebook group, so I haven't put in anything except this video and this spreadsheet. But over time, I'm going to continue to keep putting stuff in. As you can see, there's so many things on the checklist. I'm going to be creating free resources on each and every one of the checklists. And every time I have done one up, I'm gonna put this into the Facebook group. So as long as you're part of my Facebook group, you will get access to this. So most likely you're already inside my Facebook group. Just in case, if you're not already in my Facebook group, join it now. The link is also as part of video description. The second way you can work with me is to join Thrive Together. So Thrive Together is a more closer knit community than my Facebook group. We do all of our activities on Discord, not on Facebook, for the simple reason that Discord is a lot more easier to use as a moderator. And not only that, we meet up every Thursday night for Thrive Together. So if you are proud of Thrive Together, as long as you show up, you get FaceTime with me. And I conduct a session every Thursday night that you can be a part of into this thriving community. So that is how you do that. Now, the benefit of joining Thrive Together is that you get to interact at the end of every Thursday night. We call it the Thursday After 9 Club. So at the end of every Thursday night, there is a short little gathering among all of the members. I usually have to rush off, but the older members tend to stick around and tend to chat and commit and connect with each other. So if connection in this lonely entrepreneurship journey is what you're looking for, you can join Thrive Together, and I look forward to welcoming you and seeing you as part of the community. The only caveat being that it is a lot more commitment than just simply joining a Facebook group. Thrive Together is really a place for those people who want to belong. So it requires a higher level of commitment than before. So if you're part of Thrive Together, you need to apply for that. That's the only caveat. So there is an application form to join Thrive Together. If you PM me, if you ask me, if you PM me with Thrive Together, I want to join Thrive Together or anything along those lines, then I will send you back the application link to join Thrive Together. And but the good news is that joining Thrive Together is completely free of charge. And the third way of working to me is to play my Done with Others 21-day implementation game. And truly, this implementation game is based on the dashboard that I just showed you. So this game, there's if you join this game with other people, it costs a certain amount of money, but it's very, very affordable. You actually get a video vault, and inside this video vault, you have videos for every single one of those items on the checklist, telling you why is it important, telling you what are the conditions that is necessary in order for you to know that it is done properly. So by having all that information, you'll be able to play this game effectively. And not only that, you're going to be playing it with other people who are equally as committed as you inside the game itself. And if you want to know more information about this, just contact me. So the other way to work with me is to join Unstoppable You. Unstoppable You is my main program. It's my main program. It is a program where I meet up with the members every Sunday, every Thursday. Every Sunday, I meet up with them to really, how do I put it? Focus, to really find what is the focus that you need to have this week, not 2 weeks from now, but this week. What is the one most important thing you need to do this week to move your business along? I help people who are in Unsolvable You decide that. And every Thursday, I follow up on them, making sure that they are done what they have said they're going to be doing, to keep them accountable and all of that stuff. So while Done with Others are people who already are for people who either can't afford a higher level program, or they just need to know what to do and they can do it. Unsolvable You is for people who needs me to personally keep them on track. So if you join Unsolvable You, I will personally, quote unquote, kick your ass and make sure that you do what you need to be doing through coaching and accountability. All right. So that's Unstoppable You. And there's last and but not least, the final way of working with me is to join Beyond 10K. So if you join Beyond 10K, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get access to a special vault, which is different from the one in Done with Others. There's a special vault over there, and Beyond 10K inside there, you get access to deep dive videos, where basically the way it's run is that every time someone asks me in Unstoppable You, hey Felix, like how do I run a proper webinar? I actually get on a call with them. Questions like that, I actually get on a call with them, and I record the whole 1.5 hour, 2 hour training video, where it's just me talking. There's no banter or whatever. It's just me talking, but I go through in deep detail exactly what needs to be done in order for you to run a successful webinar. But not just webinar, but it's also about how do you price your offer properly, how do you find collaborative partners, all the deep dive details of how to do certain things in business. If you want me to really hold your hand, if you really want me to tell you exactly like all the smallest details on what to do, in fact, including how to start a Facebook group, because starting a Facebook group is one of the checklists inside there, but how do you start a Facebook group? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to really make sure you understand exactly what needs to be done. So that is in Beyond 10K. Now, don't worry if this all feels overwhelming to you. You probably say, oh, I need to think about it. No need to think about it. There's like 3 ways to do it. So if you're really not ready to join me on a higher level of commitment, just stick around in my Facebook group or join Thrive Together. But if you're ready to just sort of like, okay, I'm tired of messing around, I don't want to F around anymore, I really want to get to the root of it, I really want to grow my business right now. If you're ready, if you're someone who's like that, then what I'm inviting you to do is just speak with me. PM me, say, Felix, can I schedule a consultation with you? I really want to see how we can work together officially on an official capacity as a mentor and a coachee, or a coach and mentee, or coachee, whatever you want to call it. And we can actually get on a discovery call. I'm gonna basically see whether we are a right fit. I want to see what is the issue that is biggest challenge that your business is facing. I will dissect and I will diagnose the problem for you, and we will create a sort of action plan, a mutual vision of where your business is going to be 6 months from now, 1 year from now, and I'm going to see how I can help you with that. So with that being said, that is all for now. I thank you guys for watching and hope you have found this video valuable. If you have found this video to be valuable, do like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can also contact me, reach out to me, comment down on the comment of what are your takeaways, or if you have questions, if you feel that there are certain things that you are still not clear about as per this video, just go ahead and ask in the comment down below or PM me directly, and I would get back to you when I have time. All right, thanks for watching.